Hey there again, YouTubers, resellers, liquidation buyers, and those that are interested in this business. My name is Ed from Kansas City. Want to share some information with you about buying liquidation pallets, boxes, or merchandise. I watch a lot of the YouTube videos of resellers and people with who buy liquidation pallets, and once again, I'm back here to present some more evidence or just to talk about it and kind of give the facts of the matter, the realities of it. There's some simple principles that I've stated in the other videos time and time again that you really got to follow. And the first one is really knowing where you get your items from, where you're shopping from. You should shop from with sense of security, peace of mind, from someone that is trustworthy, that's actually going to give you what you're paying for. Because I think at the end of the day, that's what we really want. We just really want what we're paying for, and that's why we go shopping everywhere. We go shopping because there are certain things we're looking for, and we're willing to pay a certain price, market price, for certain things that we want, and that's what we want. And that's one of the reasons why I want to make this video. Just kind of give you some guideline principles, to state the facts, to really keep hitting on that point where I believe a lot of the resellers that are making, that have the YouTube channels that are making the unboxings and the videos, it's not all accurate, and it's not all roses. So another principle that I use is you want to know. You really want to be in the know. If you don't have money to waste, and you're just a, pretty much an unknown person like me, you don't want to necessarily go be buying mystery pallets or boxes, because that can really not work to your advantage. And a lot of times I get it. That a lot of times that these liquidators and these companies, whether they be online or local, a lot of them, they do try to put something in there that's going to help you get your money back, so the overall process will be something worth your time and theirs. But honestly, at the end of the day, you're pretty much going to be getting what you pay for. And that's why a lot of items from a lot of the big liquidators are, in a sense, auctioned off, because they're a business, and you have to go into this with a business mind as they do, because they're not just trying to give you some name brand hot selling items for the low or for nothing. They appeal to and they cater to thousands, hundreds of thousands possibly, and they let those bidders decide. They let those interested decide based off their ability to pay, or what is a fair price for the particular goods they're selling. So a lot of the fixed priced items that we see that are being told all these things, a lot of it, you just gotta have a business mind for it. You really do, and I'm not trying to knock anybody or sprinkle salt on anybody in the sense of trying to tear down what they presented. I think it's what's good for them is good for them. But for those that are really trying to make this thing work or looking to get into liquidating, to the extent that I can help, I really do want to help, because I think that it should be accurate as possible, or it should be truthful information, true experiences. And we know that sometimes this is a business, and sometimes a lot of those resellers that have YouTube channels, and they contact directly the owners of these liquidating sites, and they reach out to them, and they say who they are, and they get products in. The liquidator is using their eBay, or the liquidator is using their YouTube channel as a means of advertising their company. So from point A to B, that's already a business strategy right there. That's already a business agreement in a sense. It's a business thing. It just makes business sense for the liquidator. If you're going to advertise something for me, if you're going to put my product and my merchandise in my store, my liquidation store on eBay, and use your platform, your voice, and your followers or your subscribers as a means to present and advertise my business, I might as well give you my best, because at the end of the day, it's all about growing your business and getting customers. So a lot of the stuff that some of these liquidators get are cherry picked in a sense. To be honest, it really is. The everyday person, the unknown person who goes on that same site and purchases the same amount, spends the same amount of money, it's not going to get that same preference or that same VIP service, so to speak. So that's why I want to look at a few sites. As I said, I'm going to look at a couple of sites, 888lots.com. I'm going to look at that one. Never ordered from it. Only recently opened an account on it. I've heard of it before, just never was interested. But I thought, it's not too many sites that I haven't heard of, because I've been doing it for a long time, and I've purchased just about all of them, just about, But then there's some I won't purchase from, because I just said I don't shop everywhere, and that's the first principle I put out there, the first guideline. And some of these people purchase some of these things just for the purpose of making a YouTube video, and that's cool if that's your YouTube channel is bringing you the money to compensate for what that lot's not going to get you. But as I said, I know about a lot of them. A lot of them I just, I just haven't purchased from them. Might have had an account in the past, might have made a new one, might not have had one, might have looked on there and saw I don't need one, because some of the stuff is just, like I said, some of it's a business and they're just trying to make money. And even in this COVID time, where there's so many people in this time where it's, a lot of places are closed, a lot of people are becoming resellers on, places like, Amazon, eBay, and so a lot of people have become liquidators too. So with all that being said, I really just want to get into physically, or really taking the viewers, you, to these actual sites. We're going to look at aalots.com and BULQ.com. BULQ.com, I've in the last, let's say the last year and a half or so, I've almost purchased from them a couple of times. But my experience in this business, knowing the business, I don't have money to lose. I just want to gain, and so it just was not beneficial to me at that time to purchase what I saw or what I seen them have. So I'm gonna look at a few of these, and I just want you to look with me, and we're gonna look at these videos, and we're going to I'm gonna let you see on a couple of these sites why I really have not purchased from them, and I probably never will. I might one day if it becomes something I feel like is worth my interest, or worth my my dollar. And you should have the same mind, and that's why I want you to see these things for yourself, because it really goes beyond seeing it for yourself, going on these websites for yourself. And I understand some people don't have that seller certificate or that, the business license, whatever it is needed to actually patron or purchase from these companies. If there's something you can get it. It's not that hard. Or if you know someone who does have one that'll let you use theirs and help you purchase through them, then do that if that works for you or them as well. So, like I said, I want to get into this video because I just want to kind of put the facts and the realities out there of, purchase from these places. And like I said, we're going to get into it so that you can see for yourself, because that's what I want you to be able to see. It's one thing to see an unboxing. It's one thing to see somebody, that has a YouTube channel or or they're eBay or Amazon seller, and they're telling you how much they're making and how much they're going to get off this particular box or this pallet or this truckload. Those things don't necessarily translate over pallets, boxes, truckloads. The suggested or the projected sales that a lot of these people are saying they're going to make, you don't really know. You don't really know because it depends on me. I specialize in electronics. I mainly do electronics, but I do general merchandise as well. And if you one thing you know about electronics is they depreciate. They depreciate over time. You can buy a Note 10 today, and by this time next year, that particular item is a third of the cost. It may cost $1,000, might cost $500 today. A year from now, because if everything stays equal, a year from now, that same phone will cost you $150, $200 at max at best, brand new, or like new. So so that's why I want to get into this and just let you see for yourself, rather than just seeing products that are coming out of boxes as they unbox them. Let's go to the website. Let's look at what they're looking at. Let's see what they're seeing, and let's see if we see some of that same stuff, or if it's even worth even trying to want. So with that being said, let's get into these videos. Okay, so let's get into it. The first one we're going to look at is BULQ.com. This is the site that on several occasions, I have almost purchased on. I mean, I was just right close to doing it, but it's like, nah, I just can't see it. I just can't see it. I can't do it. And don't get me wrong. I mean, you can better understand what I mean by that when you know that I have purchased. I may spend. I don't know. I mean, I've purchased hundreds of pallets, literally, hundreds of pallets, hundreds of boxes. I don't just purchase pallets or boxes. I've purchased truckloads. I've purchased pallets, numerous at one time. And I have also purchased, boxes at a time, from several places. So me not purchasing from this site in the last year or so, it's just not a matter of, not doing it. It's just. And the reason I'm making mention of this particular site here and the other one that we're going to look at is mainly because so many people are making videos about it, and I want you to see for yourself. It's not all what you would like. They would like you to think. So here's a category. The first thing I do is when I go on BULQ.com is I look at the category. Look at the category because me. Mainly doing electronics, I'm going to go to electronics. So, I'm going to look at electronics and see what they got here. Now, what I normally do is I normally don't necessarily exclusively boggle myself down or with the relevance, which is right here. I kind of like going with BULQ.com. I like, because of my style, I like going to see the highest first. So I'll go to the highest first and see what they got in here. So let's do this the list way, like this. That might be better. I don't know if that's better or not. Maybe I need to make my screen smaller or something. I don't know. But let's go back to the grid. Anyway, so this is what I like to look at. As you can see, there's your price setup right there. The highest one that they have on here for today, which is 9/27/2020 is this one here. And I've already taken kind of like the liberty to basically open up a lot of those windows to show you contents in there. Now, here's what I am looking at. I'm looking at this order right here because I would be interested in it. Notice right here, if I can get this highlighted, just this part alone, right here. Let's look at this. So here we are with this lot that they're selling for $5,271, and then including shipping. With the freight shipping, that's about $5,488 for this lot that they say retails. Let me move that up some. They say it retails for about $10,000, $11,000 basically. Now, if you notice something right here, this is key. This is key right here. Uninspected customer returns. Let's look at the condition down here. They'll tell you right here what they'll tell you right here. It says, let's read this. Condition is unknown. Condition is unknown. Maybe working or maybe non-functional. May not come in original packaging. Sets may not be complete. Now, BULQ.com promises a 98% plus accuracy. That means what's in the manifest is more than likely what you're going to be getting. But they do not, apologize about that, they do not promise you of what condition it's going to be in. It's going to be in the box, but it's no telling what it's actually worth in there. So just want you to kind of get that right there. Let's get that established right there, because that is going to be the key factor right there. That's going to be the key factor. All right, so we're talking about laptops, tablets, monitors, and projectors. Apple, Asus, Dell, the original retail, when he's talking about $10,000. Okay, that's the original retail. I get that, but that's the original retail for when the items were, when they first came out, or when the items, in new condition, of course. But it's, So let's look at the manifest now. All right, it's a total of 53 items in this lot. 53 items in this lot. That averages out to the price you're paying of about $103 per piece. You're paying about $103 per item, whether that item is working or non-working. You're paying that much per item. Now, let's look at these 53 items here. Okay, so here we go. We're going to look at these items here. And I'm going to try to get this enlarged to the best of my ability so that you can clearly see this item. And I might have to just rotate the camera here and there on it. But, okay. As I said, I took the liberty of opening up the screen, so I will have to probably keep this as focused as possible on this. So, I'm going to minimize the screen. I'm going to put it down just a little bit, get it to the bulk of stuff, kind of see what's in there and how many of what's in there. Just to kind of make sure you got a full view here of what we're working with. I guess that's sufficient right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, let's look at this. First thing on the list. There's no necessarily order of these things as far as pricing. It doesn't mean that the higher items are at the top or the ones at the bottoms. So here we're looking at a product that you're going to pay $5,500 basically for, and they're saying it's worth $10,000. So in a sense, they're trying to get you to double your money. That's what they're kind of like offering here. So you have to keep in mind that even at the retail stores, brand new, the only thing you're going to get out of this maximum would have been at some point in time was $10,000. Those items don't carry that same electronics. As I said, they depreciate over time because newer models are made, upgrades, etc. And you'll know what I'm saying in a minute. So let's look at these our orders here. These items here. First one on the list is a Dream Gear Universal Elite Wired Gaming Headset. I sell those. I'm familiar with those. There's two of these in here. As you can see right here, two of these in here. Right there's two of them in there. And you can click on this and it'll take you to, that's probably the SIN, Amazon or something. We clicked on that. If we click on it, it should take us to probably, Amazon. A lot of them use Amazon for pricing. I just like to use really much Google. This one is selling for $49. And then they have some used, new and used from starting at $40. Okay, so that's that product right there. If you look at Amazon, but like I said, I like to look at, I just like to look at Google because it gives you a better variety of what people are selling it for across the board, here and there, rather than just in one place. 49. Walmart sells them for 48. Someplace sells them there. So you look at these prices. Nebraska Furniture Mart has it for $34.99. Okay, and then that's the same one. Dream Gear Universal Elite. Dream Gear Universal Elite. So Nebraska Furniture Mart has it pretty much for $34, and that's going to be brand new. So there you have that one there. Okay, two of those are in there. The next one is a Dell laptop. Now, the thing about it is I'm going to basically add up some of these pricings as I'm listing them, add them up for you to kind of like give you a view. The first one we said was about $35 times 2. And then we're going to add the next one. We're just going to add some of the pricier things in here because look, you're paying $5,000 for this lot. So even if it was brand new and if it was when these items first came out, the most you're going to be able to get is $10,000. So now that the items are uninspected, you don't even know what condition they are in, and they're out. Some of them are outdated because Apple has so many more different types of iPads and things like that one may not be the latest model, basically. So the next one is the Dell. Let's look at the Dell. I'm going to try to speed this up some. I already got this one right here. So let's go to Dell. There's the stock photo. Let's go to the Dell. 22 inch is a monitor. All right, let's look at the Dell. What's it going for? Somebody has it on eBay for $75. Somebody has it on B&H for $125. Walmart has the same model for, I could make it small, but I'll leave it like that. Walmart has the same model for about, where's it at? $260 for that model. Okay, and then another person on eBay has that model for, that's black and silver, that's LED lit, LED monitor full, LED monitor full, and we're looking at LED monitor full right there. So, very expensive, pretty good. I think the ones that some people are selling on eBay are probably either refurbished or used, or who knows. We're not gonna waste time going in there. So we're just gonna say we're gonna price it at about. Let's just price it at about. Let's just say $150. All right, the next one. Let's close these as we go through one as well, so that we don't have to take up more space. The next one is an iPad Mini 4, which is going to be right here. We're looking at $400 at Walmart, $369 on eBay. Another eBay seller is selling it for almost 6. Another one at Walmart is selling it for 4. And then a Techian is selling for $3.92. Another Walmart is, I think that's the 3 though. So we're looking at that at least $400, right? Those are all new, of course, right? And I'm not opening up everything to verify whether they're new or this year. But okay, so we're looking at that one. So that's about 400. And how many of those are in there? There's only one of those in there. Here's a cutter board. Okay, I think I didn't mark out of there, but anyway, we're going to get to this. Mark out of that. Go to the next one, the cutter board. Well, that's not the cutter board. Where's the cutter board at? Right here. Those are pretty good. I've bought one of those before, unfortunately. Anyway, cutter boards, 200. They go for about 2. You can probably find some for the the upper one, 100 and something. But for the most part, they go for about 2. About 2 to 250. You get one. All right, that's that one. So we'll add 250 to this total here. What we got so far? All right, you can add it up yourself too. So we have one of those in there. Let's scroll this up some. And the next item on the list, and I'm gonna kind of enlarge this because the deals on my left margin I really don't need. I really don't need the stuff all the way on the left margin. And so let's go there like that. And I want to see the full product list too. Let's go there like that. Okay, so next the item we was on was we did the cutter board. This is a throw blanket. We're not gonna look at that. This is a barn serving tray. We're not gonna look at that. This is a Pottery Barn Kids Elephant Plush playmat. Let's find a look at. Let's find that one. Where is that playmat at? I may not have pulled that one up. I don't think I pulled the playmat up. I don't think I did that one. So let's go to the next one, which is the HP Chromebook 14. Right there. That one is selling for about $250. Somebody has on eBay for $3 something. And this one here is a different size. This is the 15.6, and we're just looking at the 14. So we'll say it can run between $250 and $300, depending on where you get it from. Here's another one. Walmart. This is another one. This is nextwarehouse.com. They have it for $369. So we'll say about. Here's one refurbished for $4 at hp.com. So the actual site. So refurbished. So I would say they you can get it. Staples is a really good company to buy from, so they got it for that price. That's 4 gigabytes, 32 memory, 32 4 32. Just kind of checking the specs there a little bit. This one here is a 64, so that's why HP sells a little higher there. So that's a 64, and it's the 8th generation, rather than these over here, which are probably not the 8th generation. It's probably the A4, it's the 4th generation. So that's a higher model. So they're selling for about, let's say, $250 for that. All right, now we'll go to the next one. And I'm just basically, the reason why I'm walking you through this is just to kind of show you what these people are selling and what they're selling it for, and the difference of what they're trying to say you're going to make from it based off what it actually costs currently. And then the key factor, as I said, is you have no idea whether you know that it's new or not. There's a little camping fan right there that we're talking about right here. It's a little camp portable fan. It's only like $14. That's right there. Where's that fan at? I might have exited out of it a little bit. It's really not expensive at all. Matter of fact, that's where I'm at on it. That's it, right? No, that's not it. But anyway, let's go to the next one. Okay, a Stroke Baby Trap high chair. I seen the high chair in here at one point. There's that portable fan. It's only about $24, as you can see. The portable fan is only like $24, and that's brand new. Here's that high chair. It goes for about, it's a pretty good chair. Goes for about anywhere from $250, $200, $250. There's one for $350, and there's another one for $350. So we'll say that's $300. Okay.
let's close out of that one. And I'm trying to rush this. I apologize, but you know the thing about it is, if you're looking to bid on this type of stuff, this is what you're going to have to do. Uh, you're not going to just be able to just you're not going to just be able to look at uh, you're not going to be able to just look at the title here and then what they're saying you can make off of and what it costs. You have to actually go and look at it. It's manifested. The thing about it is, this is what you have. As I said, the principles is this here: a reputable selling site or seller, a trustworthy seller site, and then knowledge, knowing, manifest, what you're getting, and they're a reputable selling site, but there's really no knowledge right as far as this part right here, because it's uninspected. It's telling you the items that you're getting, but you don't know if those items are defected or what. A lot of people may avoid this type of lot in general just because the likelihood that stuff, half of that stuff is probably not working, because they're listing it as not working. I mean, uninspected, basically. All right. So the next thing is we looked at the plush, and we're on the we did the chair. Here's the next thing is the iPad 10.2. So we're gonna look at that. iPad 10.2. It's going for about iPad 10.2 is right in here and right here. 8th generation iPad 10.2. We just want the 10.2, 32 gig, and it's going for about $399 at Walmart. So we'll say it's going currently still for about $350. Somewhere around anywhere between $300 to $400. So we add another $350 to this here. All right, let's go. Let's move on to the next one. And all I'm doing is I'm doing this to show you, if you want to read the manifest and you want to see that no matter what, there's 6 of these in there. Total of 6 of those in there. It tells you how many you get right there. So there's 6 of those iPad 2s right there. 6, and then there's one more right here, silver. This was gray, this one's silver. Okay, so you got 6 of those, and you just add up, we'll just say instead of 18, we'll just say $2,000 more, right? All right, and then we have another one, so we add another 350. Okay, right. So right now, with just the things I've added up, we're at about the worth of them is $4,000, a little over $4,000 right now. Now this next one is right here. This is a Demo Fire HD T tablet. Okay, let's find that one. I think it's important that you notice the term too, Demo Fire. That means that this is probably a demo version. It's not an actual version. You either have to get that demo taken off somehow if you can, or it's really not really worth much unless you get the demo off, unless they use it for parts. So sometimes that demo version can be annoying. It can just reset on you, or that advertising review screen will pop up on you all the time. So you have to be careful with that type of stuff. So that's the tablet right there. But it's as we mentioned in here, it's a demo. So when you click on it, you see that same tablet right there, stock photo. This is a demo version though, so not gonna be worth anything. As here we see it is worth $100 at Target, but this is a demo, so we can put 100 there, but it's not gonna be worth that. But we'll still put 100 there. So let's add that 100. So the next thing we got is as a blanket there's a R remote control RC. There's an Acer monitor right here, an Acer 21.5 inch monitor. I may not have got that one in there. Okay, so it's a monitor, but an Acer monitor 21.5 inch is probably, you can get them probably for $70 something, maybe $80 something. They don't have the little screen you can do, but there it is right there. 21.5 inch might cost you $100 and something. So let's go ahead and look at it and see what we come up with on that one. All you do is hit the Google search like that. I hit shopping, and we get it 141 right there for 21. Somebody has that's a different model because we want the KA220HQ. So it's about 140 at Walmart, brand new. This one is 65 at Made PC. So that's 222 right there, and that's KA22. So this is the main one right here we're looking at. So it's about $140 at Walmart. So that's brand new, and so you're gonna get it for a little less than that, of course. Next one is this here, Lenovo 7.6. We got that up here. It is right there. Currently going for about 185 between this is Lenovo 4 RAM 16 gigabyte. It's not a lot of information there. Okay, that's 1.1 gigahertz 4 RAM 16 megabyte. 11.6. Yeah, 11.6. Let's get that over so you guys can see that. Yep. So it goes for about $200, we say. So we add $200 to that. And I'm almost wrapping this up. It's just a few more to go, as you can see. I want to close that out. Where is it at? 11.6. Let's close him out. The next one here, so we add $200 to that. So far, you had 44. All right, the next one here. Let's kind of just look at the prices here. Let's kind of speed this up and look at some of these prices here. Here's that HP that's on here that is basically anywhere between 70 to $100. Here is a another Acer monitor, a 19.5 inch monitor that's going for about $70. Here's a Dell. This is a Dell laptop, a notebook i5, and this one's going for about 5 to 6, and this one is the 2-in-1. That's the Inspiron. That's a different one. We don't want that. We want the notebook. We just want the notebook, which is this one here. So it goes for about $559 for that Dell. Where is it at? Pottery Kids on Over the Rainbow Climbing Ladder Playground Swing Set. We had that one as well. Going for Over the Ladder. Where is that one at? Shopping. Over the Ladder Swing Set. Swing set. Look like that one doesn't want to come up like we should. Okay. Here's another one of the Asus Vivo Book 17.3, and seller refurbished. Okay, the next one is, and somebody that I don't think the Asus that was the exact one. Here's a camera system in here. Camera system right here, which is right in here. Where's that camera system? Adjustable seat. Lenovo tablet, HP, the Dell notebook. There's the Lenovo. There's an Acer monitor again. HP. I'm looking for the camera system. Just a second here. There it is right there. So the thing about it is that as you add up all of these prices, 11. You add about $2,000 more to the list that we already have at about 4. You add about $3,000 more, maybe maybe 3,000, 3,500 more to the list that we got to kind of compensate for all the other stuff that we didn't look at that probably doesn't cost as much. But nevertheless, when you finish that, you end up with about $7,000-8,000 worth of inventory. So it doesn't reach, of course, it doesn't reach this maximum number here, but it's pretty close to it with about 8. You're about 7 to 8. Now, your only problem is this here. When you're looking at stuff like this, your only problem is going to be this here. Because even though it's telling you that it was worth 10,000 and a half, 10.5, which when you do the math, you're not going to reach up that high. You're going to go up to about 7, maybe 8 at the most. That's maximum. I mean, that's just being generous, doing 8,000. But you're really at a more realistic numbers is going to be about 7. So that's about $3,500 right here that is not included in these. There's about $3,500 here that is off, and that's a lot. And then at the same time, so you're paying $5,400. You're paying $5,500 to make about $7,000, which means that you're making about what? Somewhere in the ballpark of 20+% of your things. Now that's if it were all in new condition and fully functional in new condition as the sites we looked at. Now when we added up that to be $7,000 to $8,000, what happens when it's used worth half as much when it's going for the lowest? So if you take what I normally do is I'll take those figures. Here's what I normally do. I'll take those figures that we just came up with. Granted, we'll just say 8,000. I'll take that $8,000, right? This is what I normally do. When I come up with the figures, I'll say, okay, it's worth $8,000. The first thing I do when it's untested customer returns, normally what I do is this. I actually do this here. I apologize. I actually do this here. I actually take that actual MSRP. I take it like that. And what I actually do is I plug in some numbers here. And I'll do this here. I'll say 10.5 minus or back divided by 2. This is the actual realistic number right here. When you're dealing with unmanifested or when you're dealing with untested customer returns, you're actually looking at this number right here. Because I automatically take about half of what they're saying it costs and I actually put it to half of that worth. But in this particular case, we did come up with, so I can remove that, we did come up with about 7, let's just say 7.5, 7,500 that's working. After you spend 5,500, you're looking at 2,000. Listen to me. You're looking at $2,000 profit. That ain't a big problem at all. That ain't a big problem at all. $2,000 profit out of spending 5,500 is pretty. It's okay. You're making benefit. You're profiting. You can take that same 2,000. You can take that same $5,500 and reinvest it, and then have $2,000 left for your next purchase. Here is our problem, though. Our problem is this. As I said, our problem is this right here. This is where we're going to run into a problem at. I apologize for it again. This is our problem right here. Right there. This is the problem right here. This annuls you being able to dispute something, saying, "Hey man, I got all this stuff." This is what's heartaching. This is what's heartaching about selling customer returns, because this beautiful item that right here that would cost $500 and something, or let's go to another item. If I got this on shopping, let's get this on shopping. This is where the heartaches start. This other item, this is worth $300 and something. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it going. Let's look at another one. This one is worth almost 6 or even 600. This is where you run into big problems when you receive this desktop here, or when you receive this Aces VivoBook. These expensive items that are in the lot. This is what's hard aching about purchasing liquidation products when the buyer is letting you know, the seller is letting you know that they may not work at all. And when you get those products and those pricey items that you're hoping and wishing that they work, it's like, okay, if it works, we're all good. At best, we're at $2,000-$3,000 profit if everything is working like it should. If everything is working like it should, that's unrealistic. That's fantasy. That's not reality, because you're not going to get everything working in this plot. You're not going to get. And that's why immediately I not only cut this price here in half. Let me go to it. I not only cut this price in half. That's one of the first things I do. But at the same time, what I have to also do is when I look at the actual items, what I'm paying and what's in there, I do an estimation of what I can possibly make realistically. And the current market price of those items is only put me at best at $8,000. You take that from this, and you're only looking at about $2,500 that you can make profit if everything was working. Everything's not going to be working. So now you got to say, okay, what if 75% of the items is working? If 75% of the items in this slot is working, that means your profit, which is about 20 to 25% profit, if only 75, if there is a likelihood that 75% of these items are working, if you can be, that's a good quantity, that's a good amount. That's realistic. If 75% is working, that's a good lot. But in this instance, if you purchase this lot and you do get that 75% of these that are working, you're just only able to make back your money. You're best only make back your money. But what if only 50% of these products are working and none of the pricier things are working at all? None of the pricier things are working at all. These two items right here in this manifest, right here and right here, that's over 1,000 of your money. That's also over 1,000 of your proceeds right there. If those things are not working, automatically your potential to make 7,500 is already pushed down to 6,500, and that's not including the other 25% of the items that may not work either. So you're looking at every bit of 15 items that may not work, and those 15 items could be every bit of the ones that are the laptops, the Chromebooks. And whose fault is it going to be when you get a pallet or a lot or a box that is only worth about $3,000 once you finish selling it? You know, at best you can only get $8,000, and if half of that's not working, and keep it, listen, that's only if it's new. These items are not going to be new. So you take that $7,000, you take that $8,000. If we take that $8,000 right here, if we take that $8,000 or that 7,500, take that 7,500 that you could potentially make off this. We'd even say $8,000. You take that $8,000 that you could potentially make off this if all those items were working and new. They're not new. They're going to go for a lower price. So we'll say that's going to only really be a third. If they're not new, they're going to sell for about, well, not a third, but more like 60% of the actual market value, MSRP. So you're looking at about 3/4 of the profit. So 8,000. Now you're looking at taking off automatically about 2, 4, 3, 6. You're looking at taking off about 2,700. Let's just say that. So even realistically speaking, Listen to me. Even realistically speaking, and my math may be a little shaky here, but even realistically speaking, if all of the products worked, and they're used, and you're using working, you're only looking at making about $5,300. But you're spending $5,500. So even at best, you're only going to make about $5,000 or something dollars. And that's if everything is working, because it cannot sell for the new price because it's not new goods. They're used. They're customer returns that's uninspected. And for the most part, they're uninspected. You don't know what they are. Now, worst case scenario is only a few of them work. You make $3,000 back. The thing I'm trying to tell you is to avoid these kind of pitfalls. So here, the point I'm making is this here. The reason why I chose to look at this particular lot is because it's a lot of sites. Every site has some bad auctions or bad listings. But what you're gonna have to learn is that's a representation of the actual. That's a representation. That's a representation of the site. And when you look at some of these smaller lots like this here, cell phone accessory, let's go back up to more pricier ones right over here, price high to low. When you look at some of these other ones that they're charging for, some of these other ones here, it don't get any better, honestly. It doesn't get any better. Here's one a lot with general merchandise, TVs and home theaters, desktops, things like that. Let's just pop it up right quick just for the hell of it. Just pop it up just right quick for the hell of it. It's saying it has an MSRP of $8,000. Once again, it's uninspected customer returns. They're saying after you finish paying, you're going to pay $3,200. When you look at the manifest, as we just did some of the other stuff, first thing on the list is 25 antennas. 25 antennas. That's the first thing on the list. Outdoor antennas at that. A lot of people don't like outdoor antennas. I promise you, they rather prefer indoor antennas. So you're looking at something like that. Here's a wireless. Here's 4 DualShock. These PS4 controllers. There's a desktop computer on there, Lenovo. There's some Apple wireless AirPods with a charging case. There's 5 more Lenovo Ideal Century desktop computers. And what else is in there? And then there's 27 of something that is, they don't even know what it is, just general merchandise. Yeah. General merchandise. And the point I'm making is, okay, they're gonna sell you this. They're gonna sell you this for $3,200 something dollars. And as we just seen on the other lot, if we did this, if we use the same principles to look at this lot as far as whether we should pull the trigger on this or not, and this is one of the reasons why I could not pull the trigger on so many other lots if it's a particular company, is because by the time you do the math, you're like, okay, and then it's like, you don't even know if they work. And then it's like, okay, first of all, they're not even new. So the MSRP is ridiculously, absurdly false. And all companies do this. I get that. They're telling you what it was worth they're telling you what it was worth. They should be more transparent about it. But you get what I'm saying. So after you figure out, okay, that's what the MSRP was, it's not worth that anymore. Like I said, I cut that in half automatically. And then you come up with your own real, search and find out what the product's actually worth. And then you're like, okay, well, what if if you get 75% of an auction or a lot that you buy that's in working condition, good condition, working condition, then you're doing good. But even after you purchase on some of those things, 75% of it, and you get it, and that's if 75% of it's working, then how much profit are you left with? All right, so let's move along. Let's close all these ones here. We're done with BULQ for right now. And we're going to look at the next one, which is 888 lots. And I apologize. This is lengthy. I'm just as I said, I see the unboxings, and it should not be really a reason why people can't go about purchasing these lots in a more principled, strategic way. Because you got to keep in mind that this site here, they have employees to pay. They got overhead. I mean, they have a whole business. The website. I mean, they have so many things. They got to go sourcing themselves from where they get these things from, and the list goes on of the money that they need to keep their business afloat. So right then and there, that lets you know that, hey, they have to make profit too, and they're in it for profit. So for the most part, just like you, if you're a reseller and you're selling on Amazon or eBay, your thing is you're looking for profit. So you're looking to get the best bang for your buck. Now, of course, you're held accountable, so you just can't go selling anything. You have to list it accordingly. Well, a lot of these people are just not going to be just honest. They say uninspected, but you know what? To be honest, uninspected, that stuff is inspected for the most part. And as I said in some of my other videos, you can find a lot of these sites. This is a prime example right here. Watch this here. 888 lots. Let's look at this. Individual items. Let's go there. Let's see if we can see some individual items on here. Because this is what you need to look out for. If there's some individual items on here. I don't know if there is. Let's see if we can find some. Electronics damaged box. 5 boxes for $9,000 reduced price. I want to look at some of these. I do. Let's just look at this one right quick. This is $10,000. Let's look at it. Damaged box. Now that means it says refurbished and box damaged items. So these are fully functional. They're refurbished. But you're gonna pay $10,000. You're gonna get in stock is one piece. MSRP. There's no thing there. It's not calculated. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know. Is mystery box or something? Data not available. Okay, so let's back out of that. Let's get out of there. It's not what we're looking for. Anyway, let's go on. Let's go to what we're looking for. I want to look at some of the lots here. So we're going to look at, let's look at some lots. Just going to look at what they got here. Okay, here's one right here. It's $1,000. And we're going to look at this one right here. $82. They have another one here that's a little bit higher too, $3,000. We'll look at that one too. Here's what I want you to catch on this. Let's look at this one. The condition is brand new, 100%, okay? Brand new. And they're electronics, wireless products. Here we go. Brand new. As I said, first of all, this is a good site. They're a reputable site, I guess, I suppose. They're giving you the condition. They have the manifest for you. You can check it out right here. Now, here's where I look at this particular lot right here. These items are brand new. I get that. They want you to pay $1,000. You're getting a total of 4 boxes. Y'all have seen these unboxings on YouTube by these resellers. You pay for this box of electronics or general merchandise or whatever. You get these 4 boxes. You pay $1,000. They say your first thing is 50% off your first order. So this lot here would only cost, I guess, $541. And you get 4 boxes of electronics, and they say the MSRP on Amazon is $5,000. Okay? They say the MSRP on Amazon is $5,000. Do not be fooled by this right here, because they say on Amazon you can make $5,000. Everybody don't sell on Amazon, and everybody does not use Amazon as their necessary pricing gauge or standard. And they say each unit in here, the average unit price is $7 and something cent. If the average unit price for $270 something is the average price is $7 something, then that lets me know mathematically to some extent that there is a lot of small price items in here. Now, do you want to be selling all these little small items, such as phone cases and things and whatnots that you like? Oh, it's only $13. It's only $7. It's only the average retail price is $7. So they're letting you know right now there's no real big things in here to sell. You're gonna have a whole lot of items, 279 items that you're gonna have to move for little or nothing. So we look at these here. We look at the quantity. We look at the price right quick. Brand new sand mix. You can pull up this ASIN, this ASIN, and you can look at the price. And you're looking at an Android box, and currently unavailable on here. Currently unavailable. This particular model right here. Currently unavailable. Don't mean that's good news or bad news. It's unavailable. I'm gonna get rid of these. What is this one here? Okay, that's the next lot I wanted to look. This is the one. This is the one we're on. So we don't want that. We want this here. Okay, that's the one we want. This one here is that's the next one we're gonna look at. And we'll make it quick. And then that's the last one we're gonna look at that costs $3,000. So we'll look at that one last. And then this must be something I looked up. Oh, I don't know what it is. Let's get out of there. So let's go back to this one. And I'm going to show you. Here we go. You got 279 items. You're going to pay them $500 if you're for first order, around that much. And then, okay, you're looking to make $500. Now, here's your items. A Bluetooth, something here. Look at the prices here. This is the price that they're basically giving it to you for right in here. This is your price right here that you're paying to them. And then this is the price that they're saying that it goes for, markets for on Amazon. And as you can see, all these are brand new. But look at these items here. Would you look at these items? Look at these items. Look at this. Look at this. I want you to look over here. I want you to look at the items. Look at this. Let's go back up. No image available for that. That's a Bluetooth. I think it's a 2N Bluetooth. It might be a true wireless Bluetooth is what I'm thinking, because there's one on one end and one on the other end. I'm familiar with that one. All right. Here is, sorry, I apologize about that. Take it down just a little bit to be able to see the picture. All right, my bad. That's a little better. That's a little better. Go out a little more. All right. Apologize again. Here we go. There's I don't know what this is. Some type of, I have no idea what that is. It costs $29. So I thought that's what it was. Remote control. Just look funny. Okay, next one here. A case, a phone case. Another phone case. An AV. Apple ones sell really good. This is generic. Generic stuff, man. Don't put a lot of investment in generic stuff unless you want to just get a whole bunch of that stuff and make some money basically. That may work. Here's phone case. That's a wrap skin. That's one of those probably transparent phone cases. Here's another phone case. Here's some green generic headphones. There's a power bank. And what I'm saying is some cables. It's like, this is what I'm talking about is, if you want shelf fillers at a retail store or something like that, something to fill your store up, that's cool. But this type of stuff here, I just wouldn't be interested in. I wouldn't be interested in this. A SD card, 256, for $20. I mean, this the time it's gonna cost you to list these 200 and something items that, averaging $7 an item, or some are 20. it's it's just really it wouldn't be worth it. Little Bluetooth 90 speaker. Do you want to pay $500 for something like this? It's like a wired headphone. It's a one-piece adjustable D-ring, one-wire, Hyteria premium quality earpiece.